Whether you're trying to lose weight, watch your carbs, or just put together a quick and easy wholesome bowl, the Classic Cobb Salad is always a win-win. So this is the bowl I'm building today. If you follow me on social media, at some point or another, you've likely seen me build a Cobb salad. It's literally one of my go-to bowls. Now, this might surprise some of you. Many wouldn't put a Cobb salad at the top of their list of healthy food choices. After all, the Cobb salad doesn't meet the stereotypical healthy checklist. The traditional Cobb salad contains eggs, bacon, and blue cheese, ingredients that have long been viewed as dietary devils. But as with any salad, Cobb salads are what you make of them. There's nothing inherently wrong with including eggs, bacon, or even blue cheese in a salad. It's all about everything else you build your bowl with. And that's what I'm going to talk about during this segment as I show you how to build a classic Cobb salad. I am Nina Cherie Franklin, healthy living coach and founder of the blog and brand That Salad Lady. Welcome to my YouTube channel, otherwise known as That Salad Lady University. If you're new to That Salad Lady or this channel, please take a second to subscribe and be sure to hit that little bell so you don't miss any of my videos in the future. If you enjoy this segment, hit the like button and leave a comment too, because I value your opinions and I just love feedback in general. Now let's make a classic Cobb salad. In keeping with the classic Cobb salad recipe, most of the ingredients in my bowl are directly in line with the Eat Cobb acronym. We'll talk more about this acronym as we break down each ingredient, but for now I want to start with the salad bowl base. The classic Cobb salad includes leafy green vegetables as a base. We've actually published a kale version at thatsaladlady.com. I've added that link below. To switch it up a bit, here we're going to build this Cobb salad with romaine lettuce. Romaine brings fresh flavor and crisp, crunchy texture to the bowl. While not as nutrient dense as leafy greens like kale and spinach, compared to greens like iceberg lettuce, romaine contains nearly double the carotenoid antioxidants and about 4 times the amount of vitamin K. Be sure to study up in our nutrition glossary at thatsaladlady.com to learn more about these nutrients. For the Cobb salad, I generally chop up the romaine into bite-sized pieces. Once it's all chopped up, I give it a really good rinse. A lot of people ask me how I keep my romaine crisp and crunchy after rinsing it. For me, the key is rinsing it with very cold running water. During this rinse, I also add a solution of 1 part distilled white vinegar to 3 parts water, just to get it nice and clean. I then continue to rinse it with cold running water, but I never squeeze it during the rinse. Another trick is to use a salad spinner when you drain the romaine. When drained this way, your lettuce will maintain good fluff. I've included a link to my favorite salad spinner below if you're interested. If you don't have a salad spinner, you can use a colander or strainer basket instead. Just be sure to shake up the leaves and let them drip dry versus squeezing them. This way they won't get all sticky and slimy. The crisper and crunchier the lettuce, the better your bowl will be. As I mentioned before, the main layers of a classic Cobb salad make up the acronym Eat Cobb. I'll start breaking down this acronym as I prep these layers. I'm going to start with those layers that require cooking. First up, we have eggs, which represent the E in the Eat Cobb acronym. That's with the yolks. While often shunned for their high levels of cholesterol, despite common belief, the cholesterol housed in eggs and other foods we eat contributes very little, if any, to the development of high cholesterol and related health problems. In fact, eating the egg yolks themselves can even help raise HDL or the good cholesterol. If you choose to include whole eggs in your salads and in your diet, rest assured knowing that you're getting valuable nutrition from the yolks. In addition to adding immense flavor to salads, egg yolks are an excellent source of high-quality protein, packed with good fats, and contain a dense cocktail of other nutrients, many of which aren't found in other foods. Notably, yolks contain all 4 of the fat-soluble vitamins. That's vitamins A, D, E, and K. No other single whole food contains them all. These vitamins support a healthy metabolism by helping the body unleash calories stored in the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins we regularly consume. The fat-soluble vitamins A and E also function as powerful antioxidants. I've included a link to our hard-boiled eggs recipe at thatsaladlady.com. Using this simple recipe, your eggs will turn out perfect every time. You'll also find lots of valuable tips for choosing eggs in the recipe blog, so be sure to give it a read. Next up, there's bacon. Another classic Cobb ingredient that represents the first B in the Eat Cobb acronym. Here I'm going to prep pork and turkey bacon bits. With their crisp, tender texture and pleasant savory taste, bacon bits really enhance the overall flavor of the bowl. I've included a recipe link for our homemade turkey bacon bits below. The recipe blog includes lots of information about how to choose and use bacon, so be sure to give it a read. You can use the recipe for any type of bacon, even meatless bacon. I find that turkey bacon bits taste best when cooked on a stovetop. They'll take about 12 to 15 minutes when cooked this way. On the flip side, I prefer making pork bacon in an air fryer, which I'll be doing here. Though there are many different types and ways to prep bacon, as with egg, bacon is yet another controversial ingredient. Though bacon is a processed meat, it isn't inherently bad. It's actually a decent source of protein and other nutrients. It's important to understand that all types of bacon have drawbacks, meatless bacon too. This is why I always suggest using bacon as a flavor enhancer, just as you would use salt. It isn't necessarily meant to be a main course. Truth is, when used sparingly and paired with vegetables and other antioxidant-rich foods generally included in salads, bacon can upgrade the texture and flavor profile of even the most bland, tasteless blend. And honestly, if sprinkling on some bacon bits can get an otherwise veggie hater to eat a whole salad, I am all for it. Again, our bacon bits recipe can be used for all types of bacon. It's all about building your bowl your way. And of course, there's chicken, the C in the Eat Cobb acronym. The leaner the cut of chicken, the better. So you'll get the most nutritional bang for your bowl with skinless chicken breast. I always make it a practice to tenderize my chicken breast to improve its texture and flavor. Here I'm using a meat mallet to do it. If you don't have a meat mallet, just use a hammer to flatten and a fork to tenderize. This might seem like an unnecessary step, but it makes all the difference in the flavor department. Now, when you think of chicken, protein is probably the first thing that comes to mind. But you can also get an ample supply of health-promoting B vitamins and disease-fighting antioxidants from eating it, especially when you pair it with leafy greens and other non-starchy vegetables. I personally love the flavor of chicken breast when it's grilled. So that's what I'm preparing to do here. When making Cobb salads, I always use a simple blend of kosher salt, garlic powder, and freshly ground black pepper. That's it. Feel free to use your own seasoning blend, but know that the goal is to season the chicken just enough to enhance its natural flavors. You don't want to season it so much that it overpowers all the other flavors in the bowl. Once the chicken is all seasoned up, you're ready to grill it. Grill pans are the next best thing to outdoor grilling. If you're interested, I've included a link to the grill pan I'm using below. You can also use a regular pan or skillet. The key to perfectly grilled chicken is to leave it alone. I generally grill my chicken on medium-high heat for about 4 minutes on one side and then flip it once to grill the other side for another 4 minutes. I always use a meat thermometer to ensure that the internal temperature is at or around 165 degrees before removing it from the heat. After letting the chicken rest for about 5 minutes, I give it a good chop. I mean a really good chop, to cut the chicken into bite-sized pieces. When properly tenderized and seasoned up right, it'll be nice and juicy with unbelievably great flavor. In addition to chicken, you can build your Cobb salad with seafoods like shrimp and even salmon or tilapia. With all that cooking out of the way, I'm about to get my chop on. Continuing on with the Eat Cobb acronym, avocado represents the A, and it delivers an abundance of quality nutrients. For instance, avocado is a rich source of good fats, especially monounsaturated fats, which are especially beneficial for heart health. A perfectly ripened avocado has somewhat firm texture, but still a nice creamy consistency. For the sake of this demo, I'm chopping it up first, but I generally chop it up last as it's very quick to brown and just tastes better when freshly cut. Then there's the tomato fruit, the T in the Eat Cobb acronym. I'm going with Roma tomatoes here, and notice that I'm removing the seeds. Much of the tomato's water content is in the flesh that surrounds the seeds, which can really water down an otherwise good salad. Feel free to use whatever tomatoes you have. They are all rich in a specific type of carotenoid antioxidant called lycopene. Up next is onion, the O in the Eat Cobb acronym. When using red onions, I always take the time to remove the skin very carefully. The outermost layer is actually the richest in nutrients, particularly a compound called quercetin, which has powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. For a little bit more crunch and even more nutrients, I'm also including bell pepper and cucumber in the bowl. Compared to green pepper, colorful bell peppers contain way more nutrients, so I use them whenever I can. I'm going with orange pepper here, but feel free to use red or yellow peppers if you wish. Finally, there's the cucumber. Like tomatoes, the flesh and seeds of cucumber have a high water content, so I'm removing them as well. I'm using a slicing or regular cucumber here, but you can go with an English cucumber too. Though sometimes called a seedless cucumber, it actually has seeds, so it's a good idea to remove them. The last classic Cobb salad ingredient is blue cheese. This represents the second B and the final letter in the Eat Cobb acronym. And you don't need to add a ton of it either. I add just a sprinkle on top of the finished bowl. With its crumbly, somewhat hard texture, a little bit of blue cheese adds a whole lot of bold and tangy kick. The final ingredient in my Cobb salad blend is chia seeds. This one's totally optional, but I recommend including these seeds whenever you can. A sprinkle here and a sprinkle there adds a whole lot of disease-fighting fiber and more health-promoting omega-3 fatty acids than any other layer in the bowl. This pretty much sums up all the layers you'll need to make a hearty, wholesome, downright craveable Cobb salad bowl. Trust me when I say that this bowl is better in quality and flavor than any bowl you'll find at a restaurant, especially when you include my homemade red wine vinaigrette dressing. And it's super simple to make. Just watch how it's done and see what I mean. My homemade red wine vinaigrette dressing is extremely versatile for salad making, and not just for the Cobb salad either. As it's relatively low in carbs, it is the perfect everyday dressing for most low-carb diets. So now that I've prepped all the layers for my Cobb salad blend, it's time to build the whole bowl. I'm starting with the base layer of the salad. I usually add about 3 to 4 cups of leafy greens to all my salads. I'm going to dress the greens first, as I always do. This is a good practice in salad making as it ensures that you don't overdo it. There's no need to saturate your salads with dressing. This is actually where a lot of people go wrong. Too much of any type of dressing can ruin an otherwise healthy salad. Always remember that. Now, the combination of layers that I've prepped in this segment is more than enough to build 4 to 6 deliciously filling servings. Since I follow an intermittent fasting regimen and generally only eat 1 large meal a day, there's a good 3 servings in my bowl. When building your bowl, just portion out the ingredients in a way that suits your own unique eating style. It's all about building your bowl your way. With lots of fiber, good fats, and protein, you'll get plenty of nutritional bang for your bowl. That's what it's all about. Though the Cobb salad isn't generally classified as a healthy meal, hopefully you see that this salad is what you make of it. It's all about how you choose and use each of your layers. At That Salad Lady, we encourage you not to use stereotypes when judging the healthfulness of foods. We appreciate calories. We don't agonize over counting them. We're always eager to experiment with the different tastes and textures of different foods. Most important, we enjoy the foods we eat. These are the guiding principles I follow to produce healthy, hearty, and unbelievably flavor-rich salad recipes that even die-hard salad haters love. Now notice how the veggies and fruits take up most of the bowl. These are the main actors. All the other layers here are supporting actors, and I add them in sensible amounts. Do you get it? Drop me a comment if you do. And that's how to build a hearty, wholesome Cobb salad that's better than the restaurants. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you've learned what it takes to build a classic Cobb salad your way. If you haven't already done so, please take a second to subscribe and be sure to hit that little bell so you don't miss any of my videos. If you enjoyed this segment, hit the like button and leave a comment too. Feel free to shoot me any questions you may have. I'll see you next time. Take care.